What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Impact Gaming Center. We are live with the semifinals of the Modern RCQ 1K. We got Vasilios on Boros Energy and Jacob on the menace of the format in Bant Nadu. I'm Les Alex. I'm joined by Jake S.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Now that he is eliminated, he's going to be able to join me in the booth here, but we've got a Marsh Flats and a Forest for Jacob.
So what's your take in this one? Who's got your money in this?
I got Nadu winning the whole tournament. We had two Nadu decks.
You think Nadu's got it?
We had two Nadu decks in today's tournament, and 50% conversion rate for top 8 is pretty good.
Well, 50%. Oh, yeah, we're the dots.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Again, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things. And, yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, though, thanks for hanging out with us today. We've had a fun time, seen a lot of decks. And, yeah, who do you got? You got Boros? Vasilios is a great player.
I agree. Boros...
So is Jacob, though.
Boros is fast, is consistent. I think it really depends on how fast the Boros deck gets going here. We've seen this meta adapt and change to how Nadu gets to exist.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people online testing don't really get to play against Nadu a bunch because it's just so hard to play online.
It is. You have to play the inferior version, but it's
Oracle version.
Yeah, no Thoracles. We do have deck lists too, which is nice. Bant Nadu, and yeah, we got energy.
They honestly look pretty stock. Vasilios, playing 4 Fillage. I've seen some 4, some 3. 4 Johnny, 4 Raptors, 2 Blood Moons, 3 Discharge. The one of Goblin Bombardment that's been playing new rounds. But for Jacob, we got a Delighted Halfling equipped with a Shuko, making that a 1-2, a 2-2. Pretty scary stuff. That's enough to, block the Hostile Pride. Not for long, though. Going to get eaten up here by a Stag Prison.
Yeah, so Boros Energy might have enough interaction and early aggression to get the job done, but I'm not willing to bet against Bant Nadu.
When Nadu goes, it just keeps going. I played Nadu today in round 3, and what I thought was an unwinnable position, they just ran right through it. It didn't even matter. But it looks like Jacob's kind of cut on some colors here, only able to produce green and colorless. I think he was really banking on that Delighted Halfling. Maybe he's got a Beseiju in hand. He might Beseiju that Stag Prison and in turn try to get that Halfling back so we can start making some colors. But Vasilios will start building up his board presence. That Ocelot Pride, that thing gets going.
Well,
gets going fast.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay. And you got me looking up at the top monitor, messing me up. But yeah, so Arid Mesa gonna get cracked here down to 19. Again, as always, the rule of the stream is follow the player's life because ours is not always up to date. I do have Jake commentating, and there's a Blood Moon. That's pretty
mean.
Pretty good. But yeah, when I'm in here alone, I'm doing 10 different things at once. Running the 1s and 2s and trying to keep up with life, it can be difficult. And commentate and respond to comments on chat. So, but yeah, Blood Moon, D's.
Gonna float a colors here in response to the Blood Moon because Blood Moon doesn't let Urza Saga stick around on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Not only a Blood Moon, but also just like a Wasteland too.
Yeah,
pretty good.
A Wasteland on what's basically like a spell land.
Yeah, exactly.
So Saga gonna go to the battlefield, gonna use that colorless energy or that colorless floating, tap the forest. What are you Besiegeing here? Are we gonna get back the Delighted Halfling or the Blood Moon?
I think you have to hit the
prison
because you still have the forest. So worst case scenario, you still got green
and
blue now.
For what matters, the most important color in this deck is green for quarter calling, and your insects and everything already.
Yeah, they tap for that.
So it doesn't. My Nadu opponent was able to go through a Magus of the Moon like it was no problem.
Oh yeah. Yep. Vasilios going to get a mountain.
Halfling's going to come back, depending if Vasilios has a either a bolt or a... What is that? Try to remember what the...
Does he have a bolt in his deck?
He's got 4 bolts, and he has 3 galvanic discharge.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get discharged, so...
Wow. Well,
July to Halfling's going to hit the bin.
yeah, Vasilios coming out of the gate swinging here. At least in game 1, it's looking like this advantage bar is going to be slammed in Vasilios' favor right now. Did he attack?
I am unsure. I think he attacked... Got put to 18. Did they change? I don't think they changed the life total. They might be writing it down.
Yeah, I need to keep that up to date. I'll go let them know.
Vasilios going to untap, draw for turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, they just forgot. No worries. They had it on their life pads, but not on the phone there.
Vasilios with a Guide of Souls.
Yeah, I mean, he's laying it in now.
So Vasilios gonna, theoretically crack in here for 3.
And he buys Jengatha from the companion zone. Down to 13.
Vasilios should be at 20 for gaining 1 life from the Oscillate if Jacob's got it. Do we have City's Blessing here?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. So I don't think Vasilios has the actual token for City's Blessing, but just know, folks, City's Blessing is engaged, and it's not something you can lose. So
It just exists. It doesn't. It goes in the command zone. I think technically, is that what it is? There's like I think multiple areas to the command zone where like emblems and City's Blessing goes.
yeah, I'm not sure, but it's just there. Can't be interacted with either. All right, are we about to see a Vasilios get jiggy with it and play this Jengatha?
Lambs down Gigantha.
Yeah.
Gonna gain a life, gain an energy.
And now this Guide of Souls is really going to be a problem here.
Guy Souls is gonna start making Ocelot's big, I assume, for this attack.
So that one token represents 4 different cats, just so we're all aware.
So Vasilios gonna crack in here for 6.
It's probably going to put
He's gonna
2 +1/+1 counters and turn a dude into an angel and give it a
it's
flying
8.
counter. Guide of Souls is nuts.
Guide of Souls is the best Soul Sister ever printed.
I mean, that's without a doubt. So, Wall Roots, going to jump in front of one of these kitties, meow.
Hey, that wall of roots has a Shuko on it. It's a dangerous,
Hey,
it's a pretty scary wall.
What's wild is Jacob could still just peel a
Nadu
and start to go off. Oh, he's got a
summoner's pack.
He's got a summoner's back, so we could.
I think it mostly depends if he gets his blue source or not. What do we got?
Oh, he's slow rolling it.
Another Shuko.
He's at 6, I believe. Letting you drive.
Let me drive. Make a green, play Shuko. Put Shuko on the wall.
I mean,
He has an endurance, so we can block the Ocelot Pride for a turn, but I don't know how you... So you got to downtick the Wall Roots. Then that puts it to being a 2-3. Or it used to be a 2-3. And then he can flash us endurance, and that endurance is going to block probably the Ocelot. The endurance is probably blocked the Gigantha, and then, or I don't know.
yeah, let's just see. No reason to speculate here.
There's so much going on in this matchup.
This is pretty brutal for Jacob, but we do have that endurance. Durant's going to tag Vasilios' graveyard. All right. Going to jump in front of the Guided Souls. And
It doesn't matter. Going to scoop him back up.
Yep, did not matter. That's all she wrote. But yeah, game one, gonna go to Vasilios and to Boros Energy. Let's talk about their sideboards while I get everything set up for game two.
So in Vasilios' sideboard, the Boros player, he's got 2 Celestial Purge, 2 Damping Spheres, 2 End the Festivities, 2 Harsh Mentor, the Gigantha, 2 Soul Guide Lanterns, 2 Sun Cleansers, and 2 One Rings.
And then for Jacob here, we've got Vexing Bauble. Oh, Gemstone. What is that? Gemstone Caverns?
Yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings name, and
Okay.
he put the Gemstone Caverns there too.
Force of Vigor, Veil of Summer, Endurance, Titania, Path to Exile, Dranith Magistrate, Sun Cleanser, Skyclave Apparition, Burrington Forge Tender, and Soulless Jailer.
So I think it's pretty obvious what Vasilios is going to bring in. You know, probably going to bring in these in the Festivities. That's going to be really good taking out all those bug tokens.
Yeah.
Because he deals 1 damage to the player and 1 damage to all the permanents they control. Harsh Mentor is going to be fantastic in this matchup.
One ring.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I bring One Ring in here. I think you want to be as aggressive as you can and fast as can.
Makes sense.
And I don't think you want a 4-drop slowing you down at all.
For Jacob, though, I mean, definitely Veil Summer. I mean, what else here? Oh, Sun Cleanser for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
So usually you want to bring in the Gemstone Caverns if you're going to be on the draw.
Yeah,
Lets you go a land faster. Might bring in the Path to Exile just to deal with problem permanents. I know I've heard of them talk about, like, some of them talk about bringing in like the other dorks like Sun Cleansers, Skyclave, Soul Jailer just as blockers.
Sure.
You just got to get things in front of dudes because, as we saw, that Ocelot Pride took over the game. Pretty much the second it hit the board. So I don't know what. After we've seen game one and putting Nadu on the play, what do you think is like the deterministic factor here with these decks? Like, do you think as Nadu you're just trying to protect yourself, or is it just 2 decks trying to win the game as fast as possible?
I think so. Obviously, Vasilios has a lot of removal, but I think if Jacob can have some of these maybe not though. Kind of slow down his tempo, play around some things, have Veil of Summer. But I'm not changing my pick. I want to see though what you all think.
Throwing out that survey there.
Yeah, we're gonna survey it up. I'm gonna switch here so you don't just see us looking up at the screen. We're gonna start a new poll. Who y'all got?
I'm here for, I think, Boros Energy.
It's much easier to
in the total match. You put Boros.
Boros. Alrighty. There we go. If you're on Twitch right now, go ahead and vote. Alrighty. Hopefully we get a strong 7. This is the worst part about live Magic. Shuffling, sideboarding.
The in-between game part.
Getting.
You should move it. Move the camera.
I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty. $20 Vasilios up a game. These players did split, so
We sure did.
Just playing for the invite.
Always feels good when you get a split in top 8 sometimes. Takes a lot of the stress off if you're just playing for prize support.
Oh yeah, playing for. Well, did you get the pins and everything? And
Yeah,
that's sweet. Yeah, we got the pinified, and then of course you got the top 8 promo. What was the top 8 promo?
Supreme Verdict.
Oh, that's sick.
I'll show you this. I'll show between
Oh,
rounds
it's the
after we're done.
crazy looking one. Is it foil?
Yeah, no.
Oh, sick.
I think the winner's promo is the foil.
Okay, I might have to check that Supreme Verdict out, especially if it's non-foil.
I get one for sale. Jacob here.
You want fine luxury card stock? You can check out ImpactGamingCenter.gg. We have Magic the Gathering cards in stock right now.
Bunch of them on that website. So Jacob's a keeping. Vasilios is going down. Looked like he had a hand that was just Arena of Glory Plains, and I can't do anything turn 1, which is I think you can't, if you're on the energy deck, you cannot keep that turn this game at all. You need a turn 1 play, period.
Especially on the draw, yeah.
You either need a turn 1 play or a turn 1 interactive spell for the Nadu Dork.
Yep, I agree. Vasilios recognized that, and
Took the mulligan.
we shall see. Hopefully he doesn't mulligan into Oblivion. Oh, now he's drawing a ton of lands.
2 fetch lands, 2 of Johnny's,
Oh, Guide of Souls. All right, I think you got to keep.
and the festivities. It's a pretty. I mean, it's a not the best hand, but
What you put back? The Johnny? Oh, a land. Okay.
you only need 2 lands really to function. Assuming you'll draw land 3 in the next 2 or 3 turns. I think putting the basic mountain back is probably the best.
Lush Portico. Surveilski.
Shifting Woodland into the bin. Takes a draw. That was Galvanic Discharge, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, that's good.
Fetch out Guide of Souls, so going down to 17. Life total not
Not too relevant.
super important this matchup.
All right, Nadu won with just 1 vote. Come on, chat. What are we doing? Oh, should have been more than 1 vote. That's ridiculous. All right. Windswept Heath.
Burlington Forge.
Burlington Coat Factory.
That is that's an old card that just keeps popping up
Yeah, right?
again and
Won't go away.
just anytime red becomes the one of the best decks in the format, it just pops up and is I'm here to be a 1-drop that gets in the way.
Yep. All right, Mountain. Here comes the kitty. Gain a life. Gain 2 life even.
Gain 2 life, make 2 dudes.
And gather up some energy while you're at it. Is he going to remember to tap?
I don't think so. Jacob will though. Guide of Soul is going to be getting here for 1. Forge Tender, not too good at blocking mono white guys.
Doc Holliday says people saw Nadu and tapped out. Yeah, I mean, that might be why they split, but I think it's just you like to split. Why risk it,
Reading the backside of a Johnny. Or the loyalty, I guess, if it's a 3 loyalty planeswalker when it flips.
It is a 3 loyalty planeswalker. What does Jacob have in hand? Looks like
He's got a Nadu, he's got a breeding pool. Gonna untap without fetching. Draw, didn't get a... I don't think he even looked at it. I think it's a basic island. Gonna fetch, down to 18.
Pew. It updates automatically too, so you don't have to.
Oh, I did not know that.
Fancy.
Grabbing that basic forest.
But yeah, if you're watching live, make sure to head on over to our YouTube channel. All these will be on there after the fact. So if you want to watch them from the beginning, if you came in after, you can go check them out. Here's
3 mana. Here's the bird.
the menace.
The word.
Oh my god. No, you're banned. You're banned from coverage.
I've been here all day. I'd say we'll be here all day, but I've been here all day.
Yeah, right?
Vasilios with an untap. Nadu being a 3-mana 3/4 gets in the way pretty well, but I think he's going to get Galvanic just to discharge here real well. Or end the festivities. Oh, get rid of but that doesn't work against the Forge Tender.
Yeah.
Because the Forge Tender has protection from red. And I don't think it prevents damage or anything. The end the festivities, that is. Not the Forge Tender, obviously.
Yeah, I knew.
No,
I knew
end the
what you meant,
festivities
yeah.
Doesn't have a... I'm pretty sure I'm right. Because it can't be dealt damage by red sources. Yeah. Even if it's non-targeted. I think it's a judge call.
Okay, stop it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, someone in the chat can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that the Forge Tender doesn't get damaged by the festivities because it can't be dealt damage by red spells.
Talk to Steven and explain it.
Yeah.
All right. As Jake explains that, we've got the both players pausing. Somebody smashed into the rig. They're talking about this play here, and yeah, we're not sure. We're not sure. What do you know? Anybody in chat know how this interaction works? We will certainly figure it out here, though. As Stephen Hagen, our esteemed judge, is on the call now. And it looks like they got it figured out pretty quickly. Jake on top of it.
I've played my fair share of Burlington Forge Tender. That is a mono white card that I have played quite a bit before. So
the Death and Tax is God.
I wouldn't say God, but
connoisseur.
Yes, that's a good word.
All right, so Jake was right, but Galvanic Discharge gonna be inbound to. So Nadu's got targeted, so that land will enter Burlington Forge Factory. And another judge call. We made it all the way to the semifinals of this tournament with no judge calls. And here we are, 2 judge calls, basically on back-to-back plays. That's funny. What's up, Rock Hard Abs? How are you doing? I'm getting to the end of this one, folks. Everybody said. But yeah, now we got another judge call. I was just saying we got to the end of the tournament till semifinals without a call all day. We got 2 back-to-back. So... The spell is countered, I just heard Steven say.
I think it just fizzles. Or it doesn't resolve, whatever the new terminology is these days.
Okay. Galvanic Discharge targeting the Winged Wisdom. Okay. Now everything's on the up and up.
I think we're good now.
Yes. Alrighty. You good? You quiet?
I'm just like, there's so much going on. I was just like,
yeah, let it resolve.
Everything happen, and then we continue commentary when we
know what's happening.
We get back to what's going on.
All right, here's Ocelot Pride for Vasilios. The kitty.
The Waterlog Grove coming from the Nadu trigger off the.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kitty parade is here. Jacob, though,
Has the bird on board.
has a bird on board, and it seems like Vasilios doesn't have any way to get it off as of right now. If he could flip this Ajani, he'd be in the money, but as it stands, Jacob is probably going to get to untap with a bird in play, which is right where you want to be.
Does he? But I don't think we saw a Shuko in hand. I don't know if we've seen.
It's been good so far. We've been chugging right along. Not had many issues until just now, but it's all good. It's just game's rule.
I think it was just a clarity issue more than
clarity.
anything.
But yeah, this round, one more round after this. 1913. Guide of Souls doing its thing, growing the kitty cat. All right, don't know what Jacob drew. Playing pretty close to the vest on this one. Can't quite see. If he has a land, could he chord for Sanctifier? Or not Sanctifier,
The
Encore?
So he can. Well, he's gonna play this. He has an Endurance in hand. I think he has an Otawara.
Oh.
We're gonna.
Oh, you saw it when you went out there? Or?
I can barely see the corner
I
of
see
it.
the Endurance, yeah.
He has an Endurance. I think he has a Beseju. There's a Halfling. I don't think at this moment he has. There's one card in his hand I can't quite make out what it is. But it's Endurance Beseju. It's an Otawara. Okay, Endurance Beseju Otawara.
There we go.
So nothing that can target yet. He could sack the Waterlog Grove to try to draw a card.
Not quite.
Not quite there yet.
Yeah, not quite desperation time. The thing with Nadu, literally, if Nadu's on the table and you get to untap, you could win the game on that turn.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you hit, I think you got to hit like lands or Stringheart and Tuco somewhere within that, or a couple 1-drops.
There's a flying token.
If you hit those, then you just go off.
Both players getting a little chuckle over the flying token. Been pretty good about conveying the fact that the creature that pumps, or I'm sorry, the creature that is pumped by Guide of Souls is an angel with flying.
So there's a cat warrior
Angel
with flying.
with 2+1/+1 count.
What a wild card.
It's so much.
Like,
Talk about alchemy cards.
It almost basically feels like one. You know, you get a little animation where 2 wings will pop out of it, and the generic.
Oh, this is nice. So we're gonna flip this Ajani.
We're gonna play in a Johnny. See my Johnny sack itself.
That's so dirty. All right, well,
A Johnny's gonna hit something
Now-
for 1, 2,
now
3,
this
4,
Nadu is
5?
not long for this world because it's
Not
target.
one bit.
It's any target. I love the design of this new Ajani. It's very good.
It's very powerful. Having
Just the design though is cool too because it's like thematically, he sees one of his brother cats
die,
and
like the story where
his spark. It's so good.
I mean, I think they've done a very good job with every single one of these.
Yeah.
Like, they all feel, maybe other than like Sorin, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Soren's still a good card, but
yeah,
thematically it is probably the weakest, I would say.
Yeah.
But and Ajani, the fact that it deals damage going back to the original Ajani Vengeant days is really awesome too.
Gonna spend some energy, make the Ocelot be able to fly.
That's so gross. So Vasilios upticked, I believe. So does he have a removal spell then in hand for this Nadu. Because wouldn't you want to get this Nadu off the table?
I mean, so a Johnny could.
Johnny can target Nadu, right? Or am I tripping?
He can.
Yeah,
so a Johnny can target Nadu. Jacob can always Otawara his Nadu in response. I mean, obviously Vasilios doesn't know that Jacob has an Otawara, but I mean, one way to get out of this is, target my Nadu. I'll target my Nadu. Get 2 free triggers, 2 cards wherever you want them.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or wherever they end up, either in your hand or on the battlefield. Which was, I think, how Nadu was meant to be designed, but
not quite.
Not quite the way that we all think it is.
And Otawara.
He's going to Otawara one of his tokens.
Yeah, the kitty cat. Going to get bounced. Going to save Jacob some life.
Oh, so he couldn't tick 0 the Ajani on the Nadu anyways because Vasilios +2 to Johnny.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That makes sense. So...
But my thing is, like, he could have done it to Nadu.
Yeah.
When it initially flipped. Down to 7. Up to 25. 25-7. Jacob's got some things, though. He could crack that Waterlog Grove if he wants.
Did he trigger? I guess he didn't. Nadu didn't get targeted by anything, so it doesn't matter. We just use the Otawara to bounce a cat. Never mind.
Yep.
Are we City's Blessing yet? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that is. I'm pretty sure we're City's Blessinged up. So Jacob, I think Jacob's got to go for broke here. He needs.
So do you stack the Waterlog Grove here instead?
If you do, I mean, he doesn't have a mana because he played the Halfling last time.
Halfling summoning sick, that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be whatever Jacob draws off this. Draws his turn.
Is Vasilios Hellbent?
I am unsure. I think he got
Certainly looks like it.
he might have got Pact.
All right, we're
We're
going
going to crack this. Draw a card.
Hold
Jacob
it.
giving us 0 information. I think it's it's a Shuko.
Oh my gosh, here we go, folks. Yep.
We're going to Nadu.
We're in the money. Here we go. Bring them out.
So
right.
trigger 1.
Trigger 1. Somebody said, let's go
That was
gambling.
Hobbs.
All right, here we go. He's got the little
We
thingy.
got the
Heck
Pro
yeah.
Tour thing.
Yes. Yes. All right.
All right, trigger 1.
That's a
A
land.
land. I think you just
You
go
might
for
as well. Yeah.
You just slam this untapped.
Especially if Vasilios is tapped out and hellbent.
Second one. Oh, there's an
Oh my
Antuco.
gosh,
Okay.
he's doing it.
So if he,
Oh, and the crowd, the peanut gallery goes wild out
you
there.
can hear him out there. So if he hits land, Thork. Oh, he's playing the easy mode.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Pact.
that's
So you can pact for. Oh, so we could pact for for the. Okay, there's a land.
there we go.
All right. Make a bug.
Yep.
He could always pact for the
Dried Arbor.
Dried Arbor
Yeah.
or another 1-drop or whatever. I don't know. There's a million.
Doesn't matter. We're almost getting to inevitability, but not quite yet. Summoner's
More
Pact.
pacts.
And he's got Thoracle, so he doesn't even need to pass turn, do any of that shenanigans. He can just win the game this turn. And there, oh yeah,
Get a second Antuco.
gotta imagine he's gonna hit a land here.
So he's going to bestow this Nantuko. I mean, if you bestow Nantuko on a Nantuko, and then you get.
You get 2, but then you miss out on having a creature to.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
could.
bestow it,
Well,
yeah.
you could copy the
All
bugs.
right, there's
as
another
noble.
creature potentially. All right, there we
There's
go.
a- okay,
That's it.
now I think it's-
this game. Yeah, and that's Vasilios kind of. You saw him sink back in his chair. That is probably going to be the dagger here.
Now it's
Make it
I don't
two.
think it's non. I think it's just non-deterministic now. Like
I mean, not exactly, but it's kind of like against Lantern whenever they have like 4 mill rocks and you're like 0.05% to win.
yeah, the only way that you lose is if they mess up.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's showing them here.
What do you have that I care about? Skyclave.
Yeah, he's looking through the deck.
There's a Bristly Bill, Shuko,
Little
Outrigger.
bristly bill.
Okay, and we're gonna
Yeah,
pick 'em up.
Vasilios gonna call it, and just like that, from nothing to winning the game, from literally I have
and
you
one
dead
land.
on board.
He if he didn't hit that one land, I mean, then his turn's over there. But we're gonna.
Wild. So, all right, on to game 3. So, here we go. We got game 3. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us as these two players are going to shuffle up, and we shall see. All right. Who y'all got now, chat? I'll put it up one more time. We got a couple more people. But we've got Boros.
Not Oros.
Not Oros this time. Or Nadu. Alrighty. Boom. Get your...
So Boros is on the. Notably, Boros is on the play for this game.
All right.
I think we're just getting a represent from Vasilios. No big sideboard changes.
Yeah. Both players looking like that's what they're going to do.
Vasilios has a Harsh Mentor and a Amped Raptor in hand. Notable, like, great cards. Jacob has an Outrider, a Sun Cleanser, some lands.
I'm gonna vote. I'll be the first one to vote. Get your votes in, folks.
Shock.
There's a safekeeper. It is one piece of the potential puzzle. No. Oh, wow, he's got Encore, too. I didn't quite see what else is in Jacob's hand. What's in Vasilios' hand?
There's the Harsh Mentor.
That's pretty good.
If you're in Vasilios' shoes, do you think you would rather play out the Amped Raptor first?
I think yeah.
So Harsh Mentor is a 2/2 that whenever an opponent activates a non-mana ability of a artifact, creature, or land, it deals 2 damage to that player. So if your opponent activates Shuko, activates this Safekeeper, activates Outrider, they take 2 damage every single time they,
Yeah, they do it. Basically, it prevents Jacob from drawing his entire deck. I mean, I guess in theory he could if he had a way to gain the life back, but I don't think he does. Heck yeah, that sounds great. Rock hard abs. Sun Cleanser. So one hate piece deserves another.
Oh, yeah. Crash in there for 2. Just going to take it. I mean, you can't afford to just... I'll block your dude, and oops, I got bolted.
Yeah. Here's a Flage potentially coming down.
Shocks in the...
Got a little hype for... How are you going to say that and then not vote for him?
Flage. Target the safekeeper.
Makes sense.
Target the safekeeper. If you want to save it, sacrifice the land and take 2, please.
Yeah, no joke. I think we just probably let this resolve. Yep.
Gains 3, back up to 21.
Waterlog Grove.
He has a Nadu in hand.
I mean, this is rough.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Oh, he's got a Shuko in there too. And a Encore.
Gonna play out the halfling. Just get things on the battlefield.
I like this. Yeah, prepare to try and win the game the next turn, or at least figure something out. Got to get this Harsh Mentor off the battlefield. Do we even have Path to Exile as a way to get rid of it? Skyclave Apparition. And there's an Springleaf Nantuko. So all the pieces are here for Jacob. Just gotta find a way to get this Nadu or this Mentor off the battlefield. Flage. Couple lands.
Johnny, there's an Amped Raptor, which isn't going to do anything here.
Yeah.
Because of the Sun Cleanser.
So
you could play Flage, get rid of the Spring Heart. That's one way to get rid of, like, to start off this turn.
Yeah, but no removal spell, though, for the Nadu, which is very important. But yeah, I think getting the Spring Heart off the table here is probably what you want to do. Marsh Flats. And here is a Flage.
Killing.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, attacking the mana. I don't.
I think it was bestowed.
Oh, sure.
So it can't. You couldn't just target that to begin with, which is just already insane about that card. I can't believe that card can bestow and then still do whatever it's going to do anyways.
So if he has a land, he can go Nadu, Shuko, try to make things happen.
So unless he sees Skyclave, he can't keep going.
He can't keep going, but he can start to do stuff. So
he doesn't have double white for Skyclave either.
And he's playing really close to the chest, so I can't quite see his hand.
Shuko.
Did he not draw a land? Or does he not have a land? You'd imagine he'd have played the land at this point. Or he's slow rolling us big time.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that Delighted Halfling leaving the battlefield is actually pretty huge. Vasilios going to fetch down to 23. And Elegant Parlor going to surveil.
Needs a removal spell for this. Either the Shuko or the Nantuko. I mean, I think Vasilios has about 1 million good draws here.
Yeah.
That's Amraptor not being one of them.
These surveillance are definitely really good.
What did he draw?
Arena? Or was that already in his hand?
He drew a whiteboard or something, I think.
Not quite sure what they're trying to listen in, but it's hard. They're like 15 feet away from us, and there's a whole wall and door
Yeah.
between us. Oh, it's in a Johnny.
No, I'm pretty sure it's whatever that whiteboarder card is. There's like one whiteboarder card
Oh, is there?
in the middle of his hand. I'm pretty sure it's what he drew for turn. Might have been a bolt. If anything, his deck's gonna be whiteboarder. It's either gonna be a mountain or a bolt.
Yeah. No, it's not whiteboarded. Vasilios want to be playing a whiteboarded card.
Maybe it is.
It might be like an extended border or a full art something, but Vasilios is like always loves the full art extended border. It's Arena of Glory.
Oh, is
it's
it Arena?
1,000%? Yeah. And then what's the card furthest to the left? That's what
Your Foundry, I think. Jacob does have a cord.
Amtraptor.
We're
Okay,
just
it was
gonna play. We're just
Amtraptor.
gonna play the Amtraptor.
Yeah.
Exile the card because he can't get the energy for it.
Yep. Yep, you were right. It was a Sacred Foundry. Here's a cord. Take a point of damage. Go to 11.
He's cording for 2.
Gonna get a Delighted Halfling, I think. We'll see. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be Delighted Halfling because he wouldn't have wasted the...
The Forge Temple.
Oh!
Can that prevent the damage of Harsh Mentor?
It has to, right? Maybe not, but...
Prevent all damage of source would deal. Your choice would deal.
Wow. So it does. Are we going to see Jacob steal another one here?
Maybe.
Here's Nadu. Yeah, Vasilios shrugs. This could be it, folks. Yep.
Take 2.
Do you equip it for, like, was it wrong to not equip there first? And just go to, like...
What do you mean?
Because he misses out on 2 equips there. He could have equipped the...
Oh, probably.
All right.
We missed a bug trigger.
He did miss a bug trigger. That could be huge. Oh, well. Does he remember this one? Trigger. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, he could go sideways big time for Jacob if he... Does that say... Okay, it says 1. Another Spring Heart. Holy smokes. This is it. He's got it, right? Vasilios is just like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I had him down to the final turn, two games in a row, and it's getting out of control at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Holy smokes. Jacob on Bant Nadu. Get this bird out of this format. Just dead to rights. 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can tell Vasilios. There's a bird. And I mean, no reason to scoop at this point for Vasilios, because I guess theoretically...
If he goes land, non-land, or... Oh, there's another fetch.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I guess he could accidentally fetch himself to death. That could be something.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess he could potentially miss Spring Heart triggers. Usually that's something that happens one time. Yeah, oh, a land and a creature. Seems decent. It's going to add 2 more insects. Yeah, Vasilios was so close there. Wow. And here we go with the shuffle of the... Let's move these tokens here. And he's got all fetch lands, too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He can fetch 4 more times currently. Shuko to hand. Cord. Vasilios is going to take care of the token generating duties. He might have missed his trigger on that Urza Saga.
I don't think it
It's
matters.
going to matter, but here's a Surveil trigger. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Steven's standing right there. Like,
We're doing our thing. Making some bugs.
yeah. And we're going to just turbo this out now by making 3 bugs every land drop. Yep, there's 3 more. I mean, this is deterministic, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Get this card out of the format.
I'm telling you.
Why?
Yeah. Indefinite. Oh. Well, the bugs are fine. Springheart Nantuko is the thing.
Dude, I mean, 300 and Tuco is also just a like absurdly designed card.
But
Like a 2/2 creature that you can bestow for 2 that does the pretty much exact same thing.
all right, yeah. I mean, if I'm Vasilios, I'm done. As long as he has 2 blue mana here.
Man, he was 1 interaction spell from just stopping all this.
Yep.
There's the Thoracle.
There's a Thoracle. I didn't sideboard it. I didn't misstep, and that'll be it. Jacob gonna take it. Oh, right through Vasilios's hands. But yeah, that will be it. Jacob going to the finals. I hate to say I told you so, but
I really didn't want Nadu to win.
see, I kind of do because it'll get banned if it just keeps winning. They have to ban it, right? You would
They
think.
can Wizards can do whatever they want.
That's
Wizards
true.
doesn't care about
anything.
I mean, they're gonna let Nadu go to $2 and they're gonna let that card skyrocket to 50 because they're not gonna.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, there's probably some videos about to pop up. You should watch them because you'll enjoy them if you enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, or on Twitch rather, we have 1 more round. We'll be right back, but we will catch you all on the other side of this ad break. So thank you all so much. ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And we will catch you all on the next video. For Jake,
Peace.
I'm Alex. Adios.
I'm gonna say in the booth.